Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the 4 things I did not expect with my twin pregnancy, and I'm hoping some of them save you some heartache, some time. I know for me, if I had known, it would have helped me not get caught so off guard and would have prevented some heartache for me. So the first thing is definitely the timeline. The timeline will be very different than a singleton pregnancy. Singleton moms like to congratulate you when you get to the second trimester because they call it the golden trimester, because it's supposedly after the first trimester of nausea, but before you get too uncomfortable in your third trimester. Well, in a twin pregnancy, spoiler alert, there's no golden trimester, because by the time you get to your second trimester, you're almost as big as a singleton is in their third trimester. And so this example, this is a picture of me. I think I was about halfway in my pregnancy, and I'm already so big. Thank God I was still mobile. I climbed up that thing behind me. Took me a while, but I did it. But there's not really a golden trimester for twin moms. So whenever you get energy, whenever you feel good, do whatever you need to do to prep for those babies, because you never know what's gonna come or what physical symptom might pop up for you. So that's another thing, is that the delivery date in the timeline is going to be different, because you're going to be high risk from the get-go. And most twins come around 36, 37 weeks, but obviously talk to your doctor, because everyone's different. But it's always confusing when people say, oh, what's your delivery date? Because you say, oh, this is my due date, but my delivery day is scheduled C-section is this day, but most twins come by this week. So whatever, it's always confusing. Long story short, make sure you plan your registry and your baby shower way in advance, probably by week 32, just to be safe. You want to have it, if not earlier. And if you're like me, didn't have any family or friends that could tell me exactly what I needed for twins, so I did leave my favorite things in the link below if that's helpful at all. By the time you get to the end, it is mind-boggling how much weight that your baby weight that your body can carry. It's miraculous. I thought it was incredible, but it just always makes me snicker, because I don't know if you've been with in a circle of moms where they're secretly one-upping each other with how much their baby weighed when they were born. Oh, I birthed an 8-pound baby. Oh, that's nothing. I birthed a 9-pound baby. I don't know why moms do that, but it just always makes me snicker, because I'm sitting here okay, and if you're a twin mom, maybe you experience this too, but when I got to the end of my pregnancy, I was carrying 2 babies that were about 7 pounds each, and I had an extra placenta, extra amniotic fluid, all this extra stuff, so probably at least 16-pound, equivalent of a 16-pound singleton baby. I mean, that's insane. Which brings me to the second thing, which are the physical symptoms. So I've always been told, oh, pregnant people get morning sickness, and I imagined it as, sometimes you have to vomit in the morning. That was not my experience. So with a twin pregnancy, on average, everybody's different and have different ranges, but on average, your HCG levels, which is a specific hormone, are going to be higher than a singleton. So if you look at this chart right here, the top line is for average HCG level for twins, and the bottom one is for singletons. So it's a little higher. So on average, twin moms are a little sicker. I've had twin mom friends that were not sick, and it's fine. It took me a little too long to figure out what I needed to be on, because I was looking everywhere online for solutions. I was taking ginger things. I was taking anti-nausea lollipops. I was trying the weird airplane nausea sickness bracelets. Nothing held a candle. There was one recommendation online in a mom's group that said, I just always keep a handful of almonds in my purse, and that just helped me so much. Or I just take a peppermint. Well, honey, there was not enough almonds in the world to cure my nausea. It was so hard. So what worked for me was a combination of something called doxylamine and B6, which please talk to your doctor. I am not a doctor. I cannot give medical advice. Every situation is different, but it's great because you can get it over the counter. I'll link it below, and I love to just have it on hand for as soon as my symptoms start up, because you don't want to just, think, oh, my symptoms, I'm starting to get a little nausea, but it's not that bad. And then 2 days later, you're either like having a really hard time standing up or whatever it is, and you're trying to go to different stores to try to find it over the counter. So just do yourself a favor and have it on hand. Also, for insomnia, people say that, oh, for pregnancy, you have to pee in the middle of the night, so it's just harder to sleep, blah, blah. Well, for my body, pregnancy hormones are so weird. I've always been a great sleeper, deep sleeper. For some reason, if I wake up for any reason in the middle of the night when I'm pregnant, I just cannot go back to bed. So I spent a little too long being like a zombie because I was getting almost no sleep. And then one of my family members told me, why don't you just take the doxylamine? Because the doxylamine is actually this antihistamine that is used as a sleep aid. So I would just take a third of that, half of that. And the best thing is that those things are safe, very safe for pregnancy. They're one of the most studied medications for pregnancy. And that brings me to number 3, which probably caught me the most off guard out of all these things, which was the anxiety. So there's something about the term high risk that just scared the crap out of me. And I think it's because the term is so vague, and I started getting intrusive thoughts that I've never had before in my life. I was fearful of myself dying, my twins dying, NICU time. My husband would leave for work and I would think, oh, what if he doesn't come home? I've never thought those things. So if those intrusive thoughts come to you, know that you are not alone. I had a friend who gave me amazing advice, which I want to give to you. So I went to my doctor, whom I love. So I hope you also have a medical provider that you really love and trust. And I told her that I was really struggling with anxiety. I was struggling with the high risk, what that actually meant, told her what I was afraid of. And she was like, I've never had a mom die on me during birth. And she's working for a long time. So just different things like that where I was like, oh, are you serious? Like, so she was just helped me able to quantify the high risk, instead of being like, high risk, what does that even mean? Like, am I gonna die? Like, that's no way to live your pregnancy. So also, just a little tip for anxiety, I would also recommend not giving into catastrophic thinking. It's so easy to especially if you're in twin mom Facebook groups, people are posting things that are sometimes a little scary if you're pregnant, of like when twin moms go through NICU time or just have different challenges that they're seeking advice on, that you're just, oh, what if that happens to me type thoughts. And it's so easy to let your mind go to catastrophic thinking of, oh, I wouldn't be able to handle that, or that would be so scary. Just being able to tell yourself that, I'm not going to dwell on the what ifs, and I can get through anything, and I will be okay, instead of giving into thoughts of I can't or I won't be able to, thoughts like that. And also, because the pregnancy is high risk, you most likely will have a lot more appointments near the end of your pregnancy at the doctor's office. And so I would recommend storing up your PTO, sick time, whatever you need, because when I was going through it, I was like, how the heck am I supposed to hold down a job and do all these appointments? And number 4 is, I did not expect to love pregnancy as much as I did. Granted, I've already talked about some of the challenges, but one of the things that I did not expect was feeling like a celebrity everywhere I went. So I love talking to everybody. Maybe you don't, but wherever I went in public, the grocery store, the gym, people would seek me out to try to talk to me about my pregnancy. And I loved it. It just opened up doors so I could socialize with everybody everywhere I went. And I loved talking to them. And people would always tell me about their cousin's brother that had twins or whatever. But it was just fun to be able to hear people's stories and talk to them when normally they wouldn't be talking to you. And also, I did not expect to feel sad or to grieve the fact that I wasn't going to be pregnant anymore, which happened right before my scheduled C-section. I became so sad that I wasn't going to be able to hold my babies with me everywhere I went, that they would be a little separate from me, because it was just a really sweet time of bonding between me and my babies during pregnancy. And my husband would read the Bible to them every night so they could learn his voice. It was just a really sweet, precious time. So if there's really hard moments to your pregnancy, know that you are getting mentally stronger no matter what. You can't lift weights and not get stronger from lifting weights. So those moments that are hard, the moments that that feel like you're suffering, you are getting stronger, and that will serve you well and help you when you have your babies, because newborn twins are not a walk in the park either. And I feel like twin pregnancy, God made it so that it's a way to grow your resilience and your mental strength, fortitude, endurance, so that you can be ready to rock it as a twin mom. And I know that you are going to be ready, that you're going to do great. And please leave me a comment below for any questions or comments you might have.